going to now show you how to make a very simple egg curry. Now if you remember, I had taught you a dish of a grilled mango and a tomato chutney a while back. Now I'm going to use that same chutney. I'm going to do a very instant kind of a egg curry. Now there are a few flavors you need to still add to make it more interesting. So I'm going to use mustard seeds and I'm going to use curry leaves. Now curry leaves are found abundantly in the coastal part of India. If you just smell them on their own, they don't smell much, but when you react or put them into hot oil, they have a lot of natural oils of their own which they release into the dish, and they really change the dish a lot. I love South Indian food, so it works really well. Now as I was growing up in India, mom used to make a lovely egg curry with a lot of tomatoes and ginger, and it was always a bit spicy. So I am going to make it slightly spicier. The first thing I'm going to do is add some oil. There's only one whole spice used here, which is going to be mustard seeds. Now whenever you put whole spices in your food, always remember, never put the spice into cold oil. It always has to be warm or hot oil. And the reason for that is because spices have natural oils and enzymes and flavors. When you put them into cold oil, they don't really pop open and release flavors. So always the heat from the oil will help release these seeds, the flavors of the seeds. They open up, they crackle, they pop, and they start flavoring the dish quite well. If you cook it for too long, the chances are that the spice is going to get burned. So you need to add something else to cut down the heat, and that's generally something with the vegetable with the liquid content. In this case, I'm going to use ginger and garlic paste, a small tablespoon probably, just to spread across the oil and to add more flavor to the dish. The oil is nice and warm. First goes in the mustard seeds, and as soon as you put the mustard seeds, you see they begin to change color, they begin to pop and they crackle. Now as they are popping and crackling, they are releasing their natural oils into the oil itself. So that's the first stage of actually adding flavor to your dish. You see them lightly bubbling. So I'm going to add some ginger garlic paste. I would say 2 teaspoons. And instantly I'm going to add in my curry leaves. Now that's the moisture reacting with the oil. It does make a splutter, but it gives a wonderful flavor. I'm going to reduce the heat down and just lightly sweat the garlic and the ginger with the curry leaf and the mustard seeds. I'm going to use 2 spice powders here. I'm going to use turmeric powder, Kashmiri chili powder, and with the egg curry, I think you need to make it slightly spicy for the flavors to really work well. I'm going to lightly saute the spices with the ginger garlic paste, and at this stage I'm going to add my eggs. So I've got hard-boiled eggs. I'm going to put 3 in a portion, and as soon as I put the eggs in the masala, you see the color. The egg takes on the color of the spices, in this case which is turmeric and red chili, and look at the color. It is so nice. And these are all natural colors, natural flavors. All the spices also have a lot of medicinal value with them. Turmeric is very good for your stomach. It's a good healer. Crank up the heat. So all I've done is I've literally cooked my garlic and ginger along with my 2 spice powders, so the raw flavor goes away. I'm going to add a tablespoon of Greek yogurt in this. The Greek yogurt gives it a very nice kind of a creamy texture to the dish. If you're using normal yogurt, just make sure you dip it quite well. And at this stage, I now add in my tomato chutney. Now this is the chutney which I've shown you earlier. The link is in the bio. You can have a look at how to make it. It's a very simple roasted tomato or grilled tomatoes, grilled mangoes, garlic, ginger, green chili, coriander stalks, just whipped up together to form the chutney. This chutney is now going to form the base for the egg curry. Stir the sauce in. And all I do now is I just wait for the sauce to come to a boil. Little salt. The chutney had mango in it. It also had green chili and coriander. It had a little kick. But it need a little more salt because of the egg and because of the masala. The egg curry is ready. I'm now going to plate that up into a bowl. But before I do that, I'm going to add some fresh coriander. Now once you put fresh coriander into your dish, never really cook the dish. Take it off the heat. And the reason for that is because coriander has got chlorophyll. If you cook it for too long, it'll discolor. It'll lose all its lovely green color. Also, if you cook it for too long in the sauce, it'll lose all its flavor. It'll still look olive green, but it'll have no flavor left on its own. So always put coriander or any herbs last in your food and take it off the heat, stir it through and serve it. Time to plate up the dish. Now if you want, you can have it with some rice, it works well. You will have some naan or you have a paratha, even that would work well. It is a very kind of a dish which is a crowd pleaser. It's very simple, it's eggs, people love to eat eggs, but has a lot of character, has a lot of flavor. So it's got that kind of a grilled barbecued mango and a smoky tomato flavor to it, a nice bit of kick and a chili. So a really very nice, a very comforting dish. When I eat this at home, I make sure I at least do a portion of 3 eggs just for myself. It's one of my favorites, packed with a lot of flavor. Could sprinkle some ginger juliennes, garnishing of some cherry tomatoes. And lastly, a sprig of coriander for the garnish. So there we have it, a very simple home style egg curry. Make sure you try it at home, make sure to make it for your friends and family, and do not forget to comment and tag me. So until next time, happy cooking.